Page 45, Monet's Garden. This is the top part of the duet from the last lesson. The bottom part's called the secundo or secondo, depending on what country you're from. And the top part is the primo or primero, or again, it's not first and second as in it's a race. It's just first and second as in bottom and top. That's all. So let's go through the routine for learning a piece of music and see what we end up with here. I'll look it over. It's about a page long, more or less. Treble and treble clef now. Both clef signs are treble. No sharps or flats in the key signatures. Make sure you can do the C major scale at least one octave up and down. Just get comfortable with the scale. And 3/4 time signature to start. Now we already know the time signature is going to change because it has to match the bottom part. The two parts have to, the time signatures need to match. You can't have one being 2/4 and the other being 3/4 very well. It doesn't work very well. In theory, you probably could, but for us, it's going to match. Take it one hand at a time. Make sure we know what the hands are doing. The right hand, the notes are here, but it has that 8 across that line, that 8 VA mark. That means play it an octave higher. So instead of here, you can play it up here. So they're up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the second line, just reach up a little bit. Just one note. We just kind of changed, but we did it by crawling around. We didn't move the whole hand. We just crawled around. Now you have a rest. You could do it. But I'm trying to encourage you to start thinking about crawling around on the keyboard. So just reach up, and then once you're there, you can collapse. 2, 3. Now, I suggest, since in the third measure you need a thumb here, I want to prepare for that. Now there is a rest. I can move down during the rest, but I like to prepare for these things. I don't need to be using the same finger all the time. So in the second line, second measure, rather than 1, I'm going to use 2. I'm going to stay spread out. Just here. This way my thumb is ready to go. Rest, and then I can collapse. And that's a third line is an F and a G, and they're tied, so you're going to hold them down for 5 counts so you can enjoy that noise a while. And then in the third measure, they want you to come back up here, and you got 1 beat rest to do it. That's okay. There's other fingerings, but that we can do this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So that A is tied. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, and 1 and 2. 1, 2, and during the rest, come back down. I mean, you can reach down too. 1, 1. Now the last 2 measures. What's going on here? It's an F, G. The C is tied. Hang on to it, but you got to play a G also, so you're adding a G to it. So the last 3 measures. 4, 1. Like so. So now you got both. Left hand, well, it's a C and a D. Remember, it's treble clef, so you're up here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh, this is fun. That's about all you're doing. Second line, second measure is 2/4, so it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's go to the third line. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3. Just keep the beat going. That's about all the left hand doing until the end where you get an A and a D. And that's tied for 2 measures. So put the hands together. Let's see what happens. You're here and here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. 1. 1, 2. See right there, second line. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 1. I see, I miscounted 2. Again, third line. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 1. So at the end, you have 4 notes down. Now the rhythm is not what you'd expect. Well, it's okay. Just work it out slowly and carefully, and then once that's done, then we think about the articulation, which this is pretty connected. Just connect it. There's nothing marked for the left hand, just go ahead and connect it. You have to lift up for the rest, that's okay. Dynamics, well, pianissimo at the beginning is very soft. How soft can you play this? And now you're going to come in at that's the right hand. This has a melody, it's in the right hand, so the right hand is now going to be louder than the left. The left hand's going to be very soft pretty much throughout the whole thing. The right hand might get a little louder and softer depending on any other dynamics shown. So from the third measure on, any dynamics shown apply to the right hand, the upper staff, because that's the melody. So in the third measure, very soft, soft. And then you get a hairpin, the arrow in the end of the second line. You're going to go up, and then the third line you're moderately soft, so we're going to go up to moderately soft. So here, the left hand's still very soft. You're just going to, so you're still soft in the second line last measure. You start that soft. Now you go up a little bit, and there. They don't always put the hairpins where they go, and in my opinion that hairpin really more belongs in the last measure. I don't want to start getting louder too soon because it has to do with shaping phrases and climaxes, and you want to grow up to it. You don't want to grow up and then go to it, is what I'm getting at. So it's soft here, soft. Now I'm going to land on that note. The third, that's where moderately loud is. I don't want to get moderately soft. I don't want to get moderately soft until the third line. So hold off on your crescendo until close to it. Again, the last two measures of the second line. And now we're soft again in the third line, third measure. And now in the end, you got the hairpin to come down to very soft. The left hand's been very soft through the whole thing. So the last line, you're soft. Here. You need to get comfortable enough with it so you're not thinking about this rhythm. And you're feeling the music, you can feel these dynamics. Remember the natural accents? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2. See, it's these different changes in time signature, it affects the natural accents. So in the second line, it's 1, 2. I'm exaggerating them so you can hear them better, but it's important that we feel the natural accents. Speed is the same as we took the last, just real slow. Real slow. There is a ritardando at the end where you start slowing down. Here. Yeah, just slow down. I don't know how much to slow down. You just slow down. You feel it. What does it feel right? And hopefully the person playing the other part will follow you on how much to slow down because you need to stay together. Anytime you're playing a duet, unless you're playing a lot of duets and you're comfortable with each other a lot, then one of the people needs to take the lead when you're changing tempos or things like that. One, and the other has to follow. Somebody. Once you're playing a lot of duets together and you're really comfortable with each other, you'll find that you're both thinking the same, so you just do it. But until then, one of you has to take the lead on this. So at the end, on the ritardando and slowing down, I'm suggesting the person playing the top part take the lead on that and control how much it's slowed down and so forth, and the person playing the bottom part follows. Just stay together. Now, there is a note at the top saying that you can go ahead and pedal this. What you do is you hold the damper pedal down or the right hand pedal down through the whole thing. Just smear it all together. then at the end the damper pedal and the hands and everything come up together. You see, normally in a duet, if the pedal is involved, the person playing the lower part will use the pedal, because you normally use the pedal with your right foot, and the person playing the lower part, that's where their foot is. It's close to the pedal. Where the person playing the upper part, their right foot is off into wherever. Doesn't have to be, there's no rule says that. That's just out of convenience. Anybody can use the pedal. One of the things was Chopin, when he would play duets, he always wanted to do the bottom part. And the main reason for that is because he wanted to control the pedal. And that the bottom part controlled the pedal. Now once you can play this without any hesitations, then come back to the video, let's play it together. We're actually going to play it about the speed it goes because it's so slow. I'm not going to do any louds and softs. I'm just playing the notes, and I'm not going to use the pedal because you can hear the notes better without the pedal. We're not performing it. We're just checking notes and rhythms. So I'll give us 3 counts because it's 3/4 time at the beginning. 1, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1. Two, three, 1 and 2 and 1. 1 and 2 and 1. 1, 2, 3, off. Now what I'd like to do is I'd like to do the duet with you. So I'm going to play the stuff on page 44, and you play what we just played. If you want to use your pedal, go ahead, because I'm not going to include pedal on the bottom part. I'll give us 3 counts, so we're going to go pretty much the same speed we just did here. I can't slow down at the end because the metronome won't slow down, so we have to keep the same speed. Now keep in mind on the first beat, you have a note there, but the bottom part doesn't. We have a rest. So I'm going to say 1 for my rest, but you go ahead and play that first beat. Don't wait for me. 1, ready, go. 1. 1. 1. 1.